Hello, and welcome to my Formula 1 Alpine Driver Career Mode. Welcome back. We are going into round 3 now, as round 2, the recording just didn't work out. It was too quiet from my voice and too much sound from the cars, and I'm not very good at editing. So that episode is unfortunately going to just be lost to time. We ended up finishing all the way down at 14th, but it was great considering that we started in P20, so I'm not upset about it. Jack Doohan scored his first point of the season, and it was overall not a bad weekend for the team. However, this weekend we'd like to try and be up somewhere near the points. Hopefully at least beat Jack Doohan. Anyways, let's get into the qualifying and let's get into the race. Alright, so we're here in qualifying. It was a really good practice session I just had, so we came fast to some free practice. We're going to attempt to do a halfway decent qualifying lap and see what position we can get. Let's get to it. Crossing the line is a 1:31.5, so hopefully our next lap is better. Alright, so we need a big improvement on this lap. We're sat 19th in between both Hasses, so hopefully we can improve on it this lap.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
Alright, P10 as we cross the line. Let's hope no one improves on that. Alright, so P12, but it'll be P11 because Carlos Sainz is going to take a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Oliver Behrman, who will start in 18th, somehow still out-qualifying Esteban Ocon. We have out-qualified Jack Doohan. He's down at 17th. We've out-qualified George Russell. It's been a pretty good qualifying session from a track that I'm not usually particularly great at. It's Max Verstappen on pole, Yuki Tsunoda, then Lando Norris, Kimi Antonelli, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Alex Albon, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Lando Stroll, and then he's going to be joined by me. And then, yeah. So let's see what we can do in the race. Alright, let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can bring home some points. Let's get underway with the race. Five red lights. And we are underway. So we got a much better jump than Alonso. We're going to try to power right past him. Hamilton and Leclerc push each other wide. We go wide as well. We finally sit in a point scoring position this year. As I think our pace is going to be good enough around here. We did just kind of bump into the back of Lance Stroll there. Not ideal. George Russell's probably going to get around us and relegate us back to 11th. Hopefully we can get him back soon enough, or at least get Lance Stroll, because I don't think there's much we're going to be able to do to Russell.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds. Gap to your teammate
Alonso
behind,
goes by.
6.3 seconds. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can.
even though tire wear rate is lower than
Okay, no issues
expected.
with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
We are still going to pit just so that way I can have fresher tires and hopefully undercut everybody on the mediums. That next group of cars unfortunately just has that little bit more speed that I just can't hang on to.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
This Isaac Hadjar even's gonna go by. I feel like my pace has been pretty good. However, my race distance is not where it should be. Fernando Alonso's out of the session. That could bode well for us, as he was ahead of us.
You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge.
Quite the race here as we're trying to get around both Sainz and Isaac Hadjar, who did take us just before the pit stop. Hadjar is on the hards. Quite the battle over 12th place here as we're on lap 8. Looks like Hadjar is just that little bit faster than me. I think they all kind of
The
are.
car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
No DRS. Very disappointed. That's going to let Bortoletto by. And Sainz. Switch back to dive back underneath of Behrman.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Copy.
Behrman does get around us there, but I think if we keep him just in our DRS there. Yes, that was kind of a bit cheeky.
Come on, you can win that place back.
So it's just been one of those races where you just get swallowed up by the pack. A lot of pace in qualifying, but just not much in the race. Lando Norris takes the win here today. So we're going to try to get down our teammate. Robust overtaking move there. Gonna be P17. Disappointing after the great
that's
qualifying.
the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Alright, so that's Lando Norris first, Yuki Tsunoda second, Max Verstappen third. We are going to come home in 17th, just ahead of Jack Doohan. Very disappointed with the ending of that race, but we'll get him next time. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.